Hi there, it's Russ Hutchings. I just wanted to give you the update over the new listings and price reductions over the last couple of days before the snow flies. Starting off with a condo apartment at 2263 Marine Drive has been reduced down to 227. Great location for this building. The unit is vacant, and they're doing a few open houses this weekend. If you have any questions about it, of course, give me a buzz. We've got condo fees there, which are pretty typical of a building of this size and age, which include the building insurance, of course, which all condos do, the exterior maintenance, of course. But this one as well includes your heat, hydro, parking, and water, which all the new ones, of course, do not. So you have to take that into account, what your average cost would be per month for utilities, because that makes a big difference in your overall cash flow and monthly cost. Next on the list, we have in the College Park area on McCraney, a semi-detached home for $379,900. Basically a home that has not been updated but does have some hardwood flooring. The $379,000 range for a semi-detached is pretty good, depending on the condition that it's in. This one looks like it's nice and clean. It is sitting vacant, so there's some immediate urgency to get it sold, which usually translates into a better deal if you can come in with a good price and a quick closing on it. So not a bad price, because a lot of the semis right now are up over the $400,000 range. 1230 Marlborough Court in College Park again. So we've got a condo asking $406,900. This would have to be a big condo at that price. This one, as you see, the condo fee is a little bit higher. It's $621.78, including heat, parking, water, but not electricity. So you have to add that cost on. It's a penthouse unit, so they are trying to get a little bit more for that. And if we get back to Lakeshore, again, this building is a great building, and I still think is great value, and I think we actually went over this one on my previous update. 730 condo fees. They are looking at building insurance, exterior maintenance, heat, parking, water, but not electricity again, so you do have that extra expense. The costs are a little bit higher on this one because it is a luxury building, a little bit older, and it may have some up and coming issues that need addressing, but fantastic location and much better value than the brand new buildings when you look at $1 per square foot and location as well. In College Park again on Queens Avenue, we've got a townhouse condominium at $459,800. You know, you compare that to the semi-detached at $379,000 that may need some work. Personally, I think there's much better value in the semi-detached. This one also has a condo fee of $516,000 that does not include any of your utilities. So it's pretty high given what it is actually including. It's also the three-level style, which we had addressed the other day, which is not the most popular of styles, and it will eliminate a certain portion of the market that doesn't want all those stairs. And with the aging population, baby boomers and so on, it will find lesser buyers than the typical two-story design. Highborn Crescent, newly listed at $489,900. That's at the Bronte Creek, Dundas area, which is a beautiful location. That area, of course, is getting really good money because it's very exclusive as far as, you know, no low-end housing or apartment buildings whatsoever. Lots of parkland surrounded by the Bronte Creek Conservation Area. I got a couple open houses going on this weekend. Nice executive townhome, again the three-story design, 2,200 square feet, so you've got to add almost 1/3 of that square footage in the basement area where you walk in to the garage basement level. But nice townhouse. Again, I have an issue with the tri-level as far as so we are with the freehold townhouse down in the Bronte Creek area closer to the lake. Fantastic location. The freeholds are definitely up and around the $500,000 range. They have some nice lots, and again, great location. Another new listing in on Village Road, right near the Lakeshore and Chalmers area, which is older area. Most of the homes there were built in the 70s and 80s, but again, fantastic location. Here you're looking at a freehold two-story detached home for $589,000. versus the last one that we saw, which was a townhouse just a few blocks to the west for about the same price range. This one's been totally renovated, backing onto parks, has stunning hardwood floors, pool. Again, to me, I would prefer and feel that there's much greater value in some of the older homes that have been fixed up. And a lot of people seem to be going for the newer ones because they're afraid of perhaps what the older home will bring. But again, better locations, usually better yards, and as long as they're fixed up and you get a good inspection done on them, then you can be assured that the home is in decent shape. Brand new homes aren't always in great shape and aren't always as well built as some of the older homes as well. So because it's new doesn't mean it's best. Pine Valley, Joshua Creek area, again, a fantastic area. This is a two-story townhouse, much better design than the three-level type of townhome, and it's just been listed at $699,900. The townhomes in this area are getting 5 to 7. Some are even up over $800,000 depending on what they're backing onto. So this one's not a bad product. It looks a little bit dated. These ones were built in the 1990s or so. This one says 6 to 15 years old. I think it's a little closer to 15 years old. And you can tell by the cabinetry as well, the type of generation that it was. Heathfield Crescent up in the Glen Abbey area. Fantastic location as usual, and homes were built in the mid to late 80s. This one's at $779 on a 50 by 120 foot lot. So as you go back decade by decade, generation by generation, you end up with larger homes, or I should say larger lots. The new homes, of course, are typically now on 30 by 100 foot lots. Back in the 90s, you might be 40 by 100 or 120. In the 80s, you were typically 40 or 50 by at least 120. And then earlier generations, all the way back to the 50s, where a small bungalow would be on at least a 50 by 150 foot type lot. So it's another consideration when you're looking at homes, new versus resale. Where is the true value? And where we've seen long-term appreciation, the older locations with the better lots tend to appreciate over the long run a little better than the brand new homes in the new locations. That being said, we as realtors are happy to sell new homes because they actually are paying us a higher percentage than what resale are, so it's great for us on an income basis. The builders were smart enough to realize that most of us have our buyers in a contract, a loyalty contract, because of all the hard work that we put into it. And there are some agents out there who will push their clients into new, whether it's better value or not. Builders years ago used to be priced a little bit less than the same home 3 to 5 years old resale because there's a lot of additional costs that go into a new home, whether it be fencing, new driveways, curtains, light fixtures, upgrades, finished basements, air conditioning, additional closing costs which go into a brand new home, from landscape, municipal maintenance fee, municipal landscaping fees, initial utility hookups for hydro and gas, etc. So you do have much higher costs to bring a brand new home up to the same value as far as additions and renovations as a resale home. So traditionally, that's why a new home did cost less than the resale home. What's happened over the last few years is there are a lot of people who seem to think that buying a new home is better value and are paying top price for that. We've got a client that has recently listed a home that they purchased that's just closed, brand new. They paid $775 plus. And realistically, we're going to be very lucky to get anything close to what they paid for it about 1.5 years ago as a brand new home. Okay, moving on to the next new listing. Up in the Clearview area on Durard, great area. $888 being the listing price, and I think we talked about that one the other day. Of course, 8 is a very lucky number for certain people. 2,500 square foot home that has to have been renovated for that type of price. Clearview area, of course, is just slightly to the west of Glen Abbey. Yep, here we are, nice hardwood floors, nice new kitchen. As you can see, nice modern styling. So the home looks quite beautiful on a 41 by 100 and almost 16 foot lot. So reasonably good value there. Bronte Road, this is the brand new building, if I remember the address correctly, number 11 Bronte, yeah. So here you're looking at $1.129 for a home that is square footage. So this is, again, is the brand new beautiful building at 11 Bronte Road overlooking the lake. But when you take a look at, again, value versus the last one that I mentioned just off Lakeshore Road, you're paying about $790, actually over $790 per square foot for this unit. It's about 1,400 square feet with 650 square foot wraparound terrace. So that'll be a deck that wraps around. And 2 bedrooms. Very high maintenance fees. I mean, you look at that condo fee, $926.39, and that includes your building insurance, exterior maintenance, of course, heat, parking, and water, but not electricity. So you have to add that on top of the maintenance fees. So you're looking at about $1,000 at least per month in maintenance fees. $1,000 a month. Again, those maintenance fees would cover almost $200,000, over $200,000 worth of mortgage payments. So when you're looking at something like that, on a cash flow basis, you could look at, $1,300,000+ and compare that on a cash flow basis. And what I think I'm starting to see is that sure, there's a certain lifestyle that goes along with the condo type of complex. Maintenance free, turnkey, head back to your Florida or your Muskoka property. However, for a much lesser amount, you can buy a property and end up paying a full landscaping company that will do all of your maintenance for you. Will even check on the house on a regular basis to make sure that it's fine. Add to that an alarm system. And you've got a maintenance-free home that will end up costing you less than this type of property, and you'll still enjoy a backyard. You'll still enjoy perhaps a better location, or at least as good a location, and a nice home. Something to think about. So don't hesitate. Again, I know I say this a lot, but give me a call if you have any questions about anything. I think that there are a lot of people out there that are blessed with a little bit of knowledge and access to a certain amount of information. Certainly the general public does not have all the information as far as solds and true value. There are a lot of things that happen that the public does not have access to. So it's a good idea to talk to a real estate professional to give you a proper education on what you're doing so you don't make a very costly mistake. And I've seen a lot of them, unfortunately. And they'll come back to me 3 or 5 years later, and I have to try to rectify their problems the best that I can. High Mount in the Westmount area. Here's a home for $1,149,000, and 40 by 125 foot lot, so a good sized lot. And gorgeous national built home. National Homes, 3,400 square feet. Saltwater pool. $1,149,000. So that's at the top price point for that location. McDonald Street, no picture on this one yet. I won't have the time today, unfortunately, to pull up a Google photo for you. But it reads as a stylish, completely upgraded residence in fabulous old Oakville. Everything's been done, including a beautiful gourmet kitchen, etc. So sounds like it's all been completely renovated. Older home for $1,295,000. Lot size 55 by 118. Again, the lot value is going to be 8 to 9-ish. So you're going to be paying $400,000 or so for the home itself, which of course is less than building a new home, but you'd have to take a look at it to see if there's real value in that. Bingley, the popular Bronte Creek area. Homes are doing very well there. This is at the top end of home sales in that area at $1,488,000. Relatively new home, a few years old. An award-winning executive home for $385,000 worth of upgrades. Not to doubt their estimation of upgrades, but it is amazing how the value is put on upgrades these days. Sometimes a little bit exaggerated, of course. Trelon, beautiful older area, nice lot, 1,698, so they're looking for value in the renovations that have been done on that one, but again, a nice place. Holyrood, Southwest Oakville, great street, $2,299,000 at the higher end of some of the homes in that location. And Park on Old Oakville area, great street, nice lot, a lot of positive things to say about that one. And last but not least, of course, those condos we talked about on Lakeshore Road, stacked condos for only $6,295,000. Get out your checkbook. If there's anything you guys need, as usual, give me a call, 416-209-7877. Have a great weekend.